where they came up with this character from.
Perception, natural 20.
I just never
Or
seen
actually, investigation check.
something.
Oh, why is this frozen now? Let's...
Where's the crazy link for camera things?
1 second. I'll fix this
Game
one.
schedule?
Cool. Phone, why are you going off?
No. Alright, how are you? How are you? Sorry.
So dark. Yeah, I need to go.
Oh, okay, no worries. It's not. I don't know if
Turn
my
on
Oracle
the
one now
lights.
is H1, that moon system there. I don't know if it can make that jump all the way to G9. I don't think it can. I think it needs 2 jumps, so that's why.
Alright,
For
let's see
where
if
I
I'm
am
missing
positioned
people
at the
in
moment.
here. I feel like I am. I am!
Marvin is abandoning us to go play pirates.
In all fairness, I would be doing the same. So
I'm gonna have to give this game a try because I want to see if I get seasick.
you can get. Do you suffer motion sickness from games?
Not usually, but when I played Sea of Thieves, yeah, I did.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I played for like an hour and a half. I'm like, I can't do this.
That's
No, Mofar.
really interesting.
But if I'm on the water, no problem.
Like, if you're on water in real life, you're perfectly fine.
Yes.
Like full rough seas and stuff?
I've never experienced. I've never really gone through rough seas.
Okay, yeah. Because that's the usual, depending on how sensitive you are.
Water.
Yeah.
You got
Let me just
sick.
log quickly if you can hear.
Actually,
You're breaking up there, Frank.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
I'm watching Kai Venom fiddle with Frank's camera right now. So it looks like he's just kind of zooming in on himself back and forth.
is that any better? Am I breaking up again?
Now you're good.
Sorry, I took the sensitivity thing the wrong way. I went out on the open water for fishing with friends once. One of my friends got seasick, and he actually turned green. His skin literally turned green. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Then he threw up.
Yeah, it's usually how that goes.
I'd say if the guy is turning into broccoli, then he shouldn't be on the boat.
Well, it's not like he could have just swam back, you know?
A lot of people don't know
Yeah.
if they get
Was it what?
seasick or not, so they
Well,
don't
yeah, until
find
you're
out
actually out
till.
there and doing it. Was it like his first time out in the water? Or?
Yeah, I think so. First time in deep
Okay.
water.
Well, then never mind. I've never been in like open ocean, but I've been on plenty of boats and ferries. I've never gotten seasick. The worst I've been in was it was like 4 or 5 foot waves in
Oh,
our
I'm back.
24
It
foot
works now.
boat.
My computer just
So
crashed.
we were back there. It was me and my dad, and driving
Whatever
it
happens.
to dock so we could, because we were just buying the boat, and it took us 2 weekends to actually get it down from where it was, because
To set up the drill.
af
Yeah,
after
we'll
going
connect
through
up
the
the
4 or 5
drill,
foot
and
sea,
that's gonna be the
ocean,
time frame decide
or
what you want
yeah,
to pop next.
yeah, because it's Puget Sound. After going through that for about 2 hours, we gave up. We're like, nope, we're gonna find the nearest port. Don't,
Oh.
leave it there for the week and come back.
Seiji. I've come to say hello.
I
What's
am
up,
being
hello?
compressed.
How are you doing, Sage?
I'm okay.
Hey, Sage.
Hunter Harold.
Wait, what?
Yep,
Yeah.
he's dead.
No.
Daniel's gonna become an alcoholic.
Why did he die? How
It was
did he
meant to
die?
be. I don't know.
Did his wife
His-
kill him?
No, his
No.
father-in-law. His father-in-law killed him.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Ripped his heart out.
the soon-to-be
Hmm.
in-law sent bounty hunters, and they killed him, threw him in a bag of holding, took him to the ferry room. 5 minutes later, all we got back was his corpse, but he was missing his heart. So he basically got Kali Mod,
Something right.
and then they gave us the body.
Nice. I mean,
Yes,
not
Daniel,
nice.
that is
No, not
Well,
nice.
like,
Very
I'm
not
just thinking
nice.
about it as I'm looking at it.
Well,
Like, it's just wall. I need, like, I don't know. I need something right there. Break up just wall, since my camera does sit off center. Because if I move my camera further over, then you can start seeing a door behind me.
have you guys? Are you guys still down below
Yeah,
fighting? How much longer till you guys come out from there?
probably
Years.
pretty quick.
Years? Well,
Probably.
no. Hope not.
Could be.
I think Hunter's intent is that we spend most of our time down here, except for the odd time we need to go out and do some ass kicking.
The only reason why I say that is because I told Hunter that once you guys I want to make a special appearance. And the only way to do that is if you guys come out of the dungeon.
I mean, you could show up and find out that Harold's dead.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
guy.
but like if I were to do that, I would be so lost just because of the fact that I haven't been keeping up.
Well, that's the point.
Don't worry, this is only my second game back in, like, what, a month? 2? I don't know, it's been a bit.
Oh,
I showed
You-
back up and watched Harold die after 30 seconds of me being around. So, you know.
oh God.
You personally not knowing what's happened would add to good role play.
It really would. I don't know. My whole point is for this is I come back and then I'm performing at the bar and I just randomly show up. It'd be a surprise to everybody. But that's my plan. But
I like this
I-
plan.
I think in game it hasn't been that long since you left. Like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week.
I'm not
I
sure how
feel
long it's been in game
I
time.
feel well, I've been gone since October.
Yeah, it's been like maybe 3 or 4 days in game.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because like you gotta keep in mind, like we'll do one session where it's like 2.5 to 3 hours for us, and that's a 30-second fight.
Yeah.
Which feels
True.
awful.
Yeah, and then we did have the one shot, and so it's not all been the game.
True.
The urge to drop monk and just play cleric is so hard right now.
You can multi-class.
Alton dies of a heart attack or stroke from emotional distress or something. Nope, sorry, gotta make a new character, guys.
No. You gotta take a hint from Baldur's Gate. It's like, I need to go back to my monastery. There's a guy named Withers I need to talk to.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just be like, guys, give me a second. Off screen, come back is a cleric.
What's the difference? My robes changed from blue to lavender.
Oh, it's a healer. Y'all need healing. Y'all are so fucked up.
I got lay on hands. I got hands, guys. I got hands.
Yeah, I've got cure
That's
wounds,
all
but
I got.
I have to be in physical range, so
Kai
I
Venom
don't have
doesn't have
any healing.
hands.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, she does.
No, she's
Not
got
anymore.
bones. It's
Yes,
not a full
those,
hand.
yeah, those don't
Has a
qualify as
hand.
hands. Just
Just
because
one.
they happen to be skeletal hands doesn't mean that they're
What's
not
a bell
hands.
for? I don't know. Half a demon?
Ringing? Ringing?
Oh, not a problem.
Don't get it. What precedes a penny?
But don't worry, the light reflecting on Frank's face will guide us to safety.
Stop it.
I had to. I look over and just see, oh hey, look.
The
Bright
duck's here.
circle in the middle.
The radiance that shines lights our way.
Frank's destined to be our new cleric.
Hmm.
He already has holy light.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Wow, right into epic voice.
I
Yep.
know.
Greetings, emotional damage dealer.
Well, with that, with the voice, it means I have to leave. I just came to say hello.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Now I'm saying goodbye.
Bye.
She got the good news, and now she's leaving
Woo,
in joy.
new follower.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hold on. I need to.
Oh god, Kai Venom, you fell down. Girl, where's your camera? It's Harold that's going 6 feet under, not you. Come back up.
Who is recording tonight? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Beans.
Ooh, we
Hi
get
everybody.
bloopers?
Hi everybody. Welcome to the Wurst Experts Roleplay. Thank you for tuning in tonight of a sad tragedy. First off, I would like to thank our sponsors. A shout out to Monument Studios. We've been using them for quite some time and are excited to have them as our sponsor. They provide us with all of our in-game music and sound effects you hear now, with hundreds of scores ranging from action to horror to sci-fi, and even more sound effects. There is undoubtedly the perfect score for your next adventure. They also have 100% copyright-free scores and sound effects for your streaming needs and provide free content updates. You can get 100% off your first month using the code WISH for their streaming platform Fantasy Plus at fantasyplus.app. Thanks again to Monument Studios for sponsoring us. If you viewers like our content, please hit that subscribe, follow, or like button on any of our social media platforms: Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube is also the great place to catch up on past episodes of all their shenanigans. And Instagram for photos of characters that our players have created and myself of the NPCs and everything else. And to that, we will jump into the game.
Alright, who's ready to be sad?
Welcome back, everyone. Last we left off, the Wurst Experts had found themselves ambushed by a bounty hunter, the baleful Quacken. The party was unsure at the start of the fight as whose bounty hunter was after, but quickly moved to engage the foul. Meanwhile, far across the world of Exandria, Sir Daniel, on his holy mission, felt an ominous feeling and was teleported to the Underground by his holy order. Arriving just at the start of the fight, aside from being able to wild shape, the baneful Quacken had surprise up his sleeve. A barbarian named Nasty Nate, standing nearby and invisible. Nate would announce his presence, attacking Frank. With both Nate the Nasty and the Quacken having the ability to fly, the party struggled to keep them in one spot to focus them down with damage. The fight was brutal, with Richter getting focused down and knocked unconscious by the barbarian, as Altan force-fed Richter a greater healing potion. Multiple members of the party found themselves in a perfect line for a wall of fire from the Quacken. This fire ended up being a turning moment in the fight, chunking down multiple party members to the dangerous hit point totals. As the fight progressed into the later rounds, the baneful Quacken and Nate the Nasty seemed to focus their attention on the low health sorcerer Harold. Having wild shaped into a rock elemental, the Quacken moved through the stone floor and popped up next to Harold. and pulverized the young mage into an unconscious heap on the floor. Nate quickly grabbed Harold's unconscious body and flew to the ceiling, where he stuffed Harold into a bag of holding. Our heroes gave their best to save their friend, but were unable to stop the bounty hunters from teleporting off the battlefield with Harold in tow. Beaten, bloodied, and brokenhearted, the party stood around attempting to process what had just happened. To add salt to the wound, a few minutes after the conclusion of the fight, a portal would open in the ceiling, and Harold's lifeless body would be tossed through like a bag of trash. His body had a massive hole in the chest and would land at the party's feet. As the party prepared Harold's body for travel, they find two letters they would read aloud, one to Vermeil and one to the party in the event of his death. And that brings us tonight.
So you guys just finished a grueling fight. You finished up wrapping Harold's lifeless body. How are you guys doing on hit points?
I'm in need of a rest.
I'm okay.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm doing all right for now.
I got 9 hit points and no spells left.
A short rest for
I've
sure.
got a couple spells, but I don't have enough to get everyone back up.
I had given out some hit points last game. Who did I give those to? Because I had used my lay on hands.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking a long rest is in order.
Yeah, I don't have any hit dice, so a short rest isn't gonna help me at all.
Cool. Well, I gave somebody healing, so we're just gonna go ahead and just say I give you 25 points from lay on hands, and then somebody else needed healing, so whoever else is in the most need, give yourself 10 hit points. And that's the 35 for my lay on hands.
What shall we do now, guys?
Are
Long
we
rest
camping here for
here.
the night before we pack out?
I don't like this place. Not one bit.
I should also make note that the luscious forest has disappeared. And you guys are back in the dungeon.
I blame McQuacken.
I blame the Fae.
It was that duck that screwed us over.
I'm gonna sneak up to the stairs looking for traps just to make sure there's nothing up here before, if we rest in here, that we're not gonna get flanked by anything.
I accidentally disconnected my headset.
Good job.
Noticed. Could hear it.
I'm heading up the stairs, whatever's over here, looking out for traps just to make sure nothing's gonna surprise us.
No traps.
All right, I'll sneak up more. What's up here? Well, if we're stopping for now, I don't want to. I want to know what's over here.
Because we can't close the door over here.
Yeah,
So,
there is no door. So I'm not sure if staying in this room would be best or if we should go somewhere else.
yeah, I'd prefer looking close up.
So is this just a hallway, DM?
Yes.
All right, I'll sneak up to the corner, and I'll see there's a door there, and I'll just back off.
Does anybody remember if we came through another door? I'm sorry, another room that we could rest out instead of here?
There was the owlbear room just south of us. There was what else was there? There was the rolling ball hall, killed monkey, and this other stuff. I mean, we could sneak back that way, try and rest there. But I think if we tuck back in that alcove to the south, I think we should be fine. As long as we're keeping watches.
Yeah, I think the tomb to the south would be a good idea. It only has one entrance we have to watch.
You're talking about the alcove or the entire section to the south?
The owlbear room section.
I don't think it really makes a huge difference because regardless, you're gonna want to watch the east and west doors. Gives cover though, so that's one thing.
I just don't want to sleep in the room where Harold died. It's up to you.
Well, there is a door to the west. Once you go around the corner in that hallway, I don't know where it goes or what's past there. Just pointing out that it's there.
If you want to get technical, Altan, he didn't die in this room. He was knocked out. They teleported, and then they killed him. So, silver lining.
Wow, that's really comforting, Victor. Thank you.
Hey, I'm here to make.
Hands free. But he's just gonna follow, kind of looking a little shell shocked.
Well, I'll turn to Jacqueline the Jackal and ask her if she can keep a watch out for help us watch tonight. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is.
All right, someone's gonna have to control Ainz because I don't think any of us can move him.
All right, and as we're gathering everyone up, I want to sit everyone around in kind of a circle before we go to sleep. And I'm going to bring out Bertrand. Put him in the center of the circle. Bertrand, can you run a letter back for us to the Fey realm? Vermeil. I don't know more than that. Who it is? Apparently, she's the daughter of some archfey. Well, could you do some investigation for us in the Fey realm? Find out who it is. Vermeil's father had Harold killed.
Oh, bother. That is a terrible tragedy.
Should we ask Ines? Does Ines look like she
Random
can?
question. Where is the book?
Would it be on his person?
Because I don't
Harold's
remember
holy book?
that being divvied up.
No, it wasn't.
What, the book that
That
Harold swears
Vermeil
by?
originally came from.
Yeah, I have a feeling that book is part of why he got.
Is the book on Harold's person?
I remember. I could have sworn it was. I just don't remember it being.
I think it was in his
mentioned at
bag.
all
Yeah,
yesterday.
no, there was a thing about
Cool.
it
All
couldn't
right.
be on anybody else because he couldn't get rid of it. Like he physically could not drop the book.
It is still on his body in his bag.
Cool. Continue.
Interesting. Okay.
I have thoughts.
No, good thought.
So I'm gonna hand Bertrand his letter to Vermeil and say, this is gonna be very difficult and dangerous to get this to Vermeil to find out who she is. But we're in trouble and we need more help, especially from her if she can help us. She's in the Fey realm. She's the daughter of someone important. That's all we really know.
I suppose.
Thank you, Bertrand. You really are the king of the owls.
I will have somebody in my court to deliver this message. Just in case they are out for blood.
Yes, do it stealthily, carefully.
I have Timmy. He's annoying. So I don't mind him being lost.
Again, thank you, Bertrand. Thank you so much.
Here,
While that's going on, Daniel take body Harold out in front of him. Gonna look in his bag and see if the book is there.
Give me a perception roll. Investigation.
Hey.
Strangely not there. You don't see it.
Damn it.
While I'm digging through the bag, do I notice? Is it organized or disorganized? Like, so it was clear that it was there, or
It is very organized.
so it was clear that it was there.
Hey, my lights are flickering, so there's a possibility I'm gonna lose power. Just so you know.
Just don't.
We've been having some major storms over here, so
Yeah, aren't you in Southern California?
yeah.
Just go tell him to go away. Tell him you don't need it right now.
I mean,
Come again another day.
there's been tornado warnings in San Diego.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So
But it's okay. Climate change isn't a thing.
Just
Anyways.
rain, go away, come again another day. I don't know.
Yeah, what were you saying?
No, so it is evident the book was there, just because there would probably be a place for it. Okay.
As you're looking through the backpack, Ein brushes up against your leg,
I'm sitting down, so yeah, okay.
and you see a book in its mouth.
I'm just gonna look at him and like hold my hand out to see if he'll put it in my hand or not.
No.
Can I get down on my knees to Ein's level and say, Ein's my friend. Could you contact
disappeared.
Vermeil? Well, fuck.
Ein's just poof,
Poof.
poof. Okay.
You
Daniel's just
assume.
gonna kind of slowly nod and look back to Harold and just kind of stare at Harold's body.
I'll send Bertrand away with the letter to Vermeil. And I was gonna feed Ainz some of the dog food, but
Do
Ainz is
you
going.
not need me to... What is that stupid task? Keep watch?
No, we've got the new jackal over there. I think she'll do okay. But we really need you to send this letter and find out who they are if you can.
We've also got the Warforged.
Let us all rest. You especially, Daniel.
And then
Gonna
I'll set
pull
out
him.
some of the dog food for the jackal.
DM question. On the big doors that we came in, is there any like handles on the inside?
Did we lose him?
Did we?
It still says he's in Discord.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go see if I can get the dog in while we find that out. I'll be right back.
Did he trip on his cord again and disconnect his headphones?
I'm not sure.
So we'll take Harold up, see if we can get him resurrected from the cleric. I think it's gonna be very expensive. Does everyone have money?
I've still got money left from what we had before.
There he goes.
Yeah, see,
Yep,
there
there
it
he
is.
And shit.
Give him a couple minutes, see if he comes back. And then that might have to be it for the night.
Yeah, he's just said he lost internet.
Victor! With the dad jokes. Come on, buddy.
Comes with the territory with you kids.
Yeah, the brownouts can send those cable modems into fits.
Well, until then, can have the glorious task of role playing.
Yep.
So, Hi Venom, how you doing? How you holding up? You prompt funeral.
I love how you ask how she's doing and you get no response.
It's just lovely silence. Okay.
There's the quack.
Sorry.
So he's the
Return
quacken.
with-
Sorry. What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're good. She was saying that her microphone is muted and probably forgot that it was so.
Okay.
Yep,
I
it's all
don't
good.
remember. Hold on.
Did I miss anything?
Hunter's back.
Ah.
What did you hear, or what did you miss?
I left at the, oh, we don't know if he's back yet, so I'm gonna go let the dog in.
Last person who asked something was Bastion
Yeah, me.
about doors.
I was asking if the inside of the big doors that we came in had handles.
Yeah. Stone heavy doors. They can be closed.
Yes. Well, one I closed them, but I was asking like specifically about handles, because I'm going to take some rope and tie it together to make sure that the door is locked shut.
You can certainly try.
Well, it's either that or I have a crowbar. Are the handles close enough together I can just shove the crowbar in it?
I mean, you could use the immovable rod to keep it closed.
Yeah, but that's not on my person.
True.
But you could say, hey guys, I need the movable rod. Can we use that to lock the doors? I'm pretty
Nah,
sure
that's
whoever
too
has it will
easy.
bring it over.
Too easy.
Who has the immovable rod, anyways?
That's Alton's.
It's mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Do you need a
mine.
Bastion?
Yeah, I want to make sure the door's shut, and then I'll go watch the other entrance.
Here, I'll hand it over.
Cool. All right. I put the immovable rod in the handles of the door and then click it so that it can't open. And then I'm
I
going
feel like
to go stand
Go
at the stairs, and that's where I'm going to watch since the other door can't open.
we should say something before we sleep. His body is just lying there. Does anybody have words for Harold? If he can hear us.
He'll be back soon, and there will be vengeance. That's all I got.
I don't think there will be vengeance. I think we're pretty committed to our mission here. And I don't think we have the power or the capability to chase this Archfey down into the Feywilds.
The vengeance may take time, but I have time. It will come eventually. But for
Sure.
now, I'm going to focus on getting him back. There are ways of doing so.
Is it wrong of me to say that I think we might actually be safer with him gone?
Slightly, yes.
That I disagree with. I think he was a joker, but I think he was great. He really helped the party.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
He really
He
brought it
had
together.
power. He had power, and Fireball was nice, but how many times do we get into a certain situation because of a inexperienced mistake on his side? For instance, opening the door to the manticores.
His wisdom was lacking, but he made up for it with his heart.
Inexperience is
literally.
just that. You have to have more of it to be able to endure certain situations.
Harold was like the little brother that was always annoying. And I will miss him. And take whatever form of vengeance I can for him. Daniel?
Alright, so after sleep, after rest, we're packing out.
Who's gonna do the first watch?
I'll do the first watch along with Jackal.
No, I'll do it. You guys were talking about this stuff, so I just went straight ahead at the door. Kai said, "Nope, I'm not talking."
Well, Jackal's still gonna watch for us.
Yeah, I'm over here at the staircase, since the other doors are locked.
I'm still a believer that if we have Bastion on sentry duty, that we don't need watches.
Very well, have Adam just grab the next person when your watch is over.
Kai Venom, is there anything that you want to do while everybody is passing out or trying? While eating an apple?
Before Bastion goes into sentry mode, I'm gonna ask him to get that open barrel.
Sure. I still have 2 hours of like free movement before I actually have to go into it, so I can stay out of it for half your watch. Theoretically.
No, I'll just take the barrel. Let me do my watch.
Okay. Are you gonna go on the other side of the room, or?
Yeah, I'll watch over here. Make sure nothing happens.
All right.
I still see over there, so we're good.
I put my hand on your shoulder and just give you a couple pats, and then let you go with the barrel.
I'm just gonna send you a. I'm gonna kill you if you do that again. Stare. AKA leave me alone.
I've already turned around and I'm watching the stairs. I just let you go on and do your thing.
So you're getting drunk, Kai?
No, I'm just sipping.
Just sipping. Okay. It has a very nice taste to it.
Before Daniel tries to get comfortable for sleep, he's gonna reach around his neck, pull off a very simple necklace, and it just has a little wood carving, a phoenix on it. And it's what it is, it's his little, just another holy symbol for Sarah and Ray that he just keeps around, and he's gonna tie it around where Harold's wrist is, lean up against the wall, and just still just kind of stare at the body, but that's all he's gonna do before he tries to maybe sleep.
Okay. Kai Venom and Bastion, you don't hear or see anything. You just see Glom zoning out and nodding his head next to you, Kai, and a jackal just gnawing at a bone of one of the dragons. Bastion, you don't hear anything down up the stairs.
Okay.
Removing mage armor from a drow mage, I see.
Somewhere far, far away from you guys.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who's second watch?
Up to Kai Venom to grab someone. I'll take it, but I won't drink out of it. Actually, I'll take a sip. Is it still good?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a sip. And I'll do my watch from this corner, watching the doors.
You don't hear anything new or threatening.
And that's my
is
watch.
there...
Nothing I want to do.
Okay. Who would be third watch?
We'll go grab Daniel.
Yeah.
And I'll lead him up to where the barrel is. Say it's your watch.
He just kind of nods.
Your jackal comes back to you with a giant bone.
Good job, Jacqueline. Good job. All right, lay down. We'll get some sleep.
The jackal does what any dog does, is the little circle and then plops down. Is there anything special that you would want to do during your watch, Daniel?
I'll take a sip of whatever's in the barrel. I don't know where this barrel came from, but you know. I presume I probably saw Kai Venom take a drink before I fell asleep. So, and you know, clearly, well, it's here. They haven't poured it out, so it must still be good. So,
It's very tasty. Very strong, as you can tell. If you would be guzzling it, it would be lights out.
Daniel's gonna get out a cup, fill it, go walk back, put it next to Harold's body, and then come back.
And you see Harold grab the cup and start chugging it. No, I'm kidding.
That would be quite impressive. He'd be stronger than he's ever been. Gets through all the bandages and the rope. Man.
Looks down. Oh, don't mind if I do.
So, everybody's watches goes unmolested. After a grueling combat of survival and loss, the new day has come about. All of you could hit your long rest buttons, regain hit points, hit die, and spells.
So,
I'm gonna get up for the morning, get Harold's body up, and get it on my back, and yeah. And I pour out the cup once I do this.
Where to now?
I'm back up top to see the cleric.
yeah. Gonna give Bastion the barrel back.
Well, it should still be most of it. But all right, I take it back and put it back in
Take my
stowage.
rod back.
Yeah, it's over at the door. So I walk
Do we
over
need-
and grab the rod and hand it back to Alton.
Thank you. DM, do we need to do any checks to find our way back? Survival?
Yes. Do you guys want to go straight there or back to?
I'm gonna make a side trip.
Side trip.
Where do you want to make a side trip to?
That lightning skull. I have plans
What do you want with the lightning skull?
to use it.
I'll go with Bastion since we talked about
Well, we'll all go with Bastion, but
Uh,
how are you going to use it?
Are you positive?
yes, I figure that I'm going to put it in the bag of holding. It can't get out. And I'm going to make a container that I can use its electrical energies to power something. It could be a shield, a weapon, and what have you. Since it's constantly generating a fairly large amount of electricity, I may as well use it for something.
What if you did it the other way around? If we're coming back into the dungeon, we know it's going to be there. Why not make the container first?
Can always do that, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take to make it. I'd wanted to grab it on the way out, and that way I can it'll be in the bag of holding, and it won't have to be an issue to come down and use time or resources to use to get it, rather than, since we are heading out anyway, we're not planning on any more fights or anything. You see what I mean?
Sorry, how certain are we that the bag of holding will be able to contain that lightning skull? I'm not well versed in the arcane. That's something that's possible.
It fits, and you shouldn't be able to get out of the bag of holding. That's I mean, if we really wanted to test it, I could hop in one and see if I can get out on my own, because it doesn't have.
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. 17.
You do know that there is no air in a bag of holding,
Yeah.
and creatures that don't need air to breathe can survive. But you also know that a smart enough creature could puncture the inside of a bag of holding and rupture it.
Mm.
And
I mean, I'll help you, but I still
it
think that's.
could potentially open another wormhole to somewhere else.
I didn't think it could attack the bag of holding while it was inside of it. Okay.
Maybe put that theory on a back burner for now.
I think that's too much
Yes.
like
Mhm.
grabbing the dragon by the tail and then fashioning a saddle.
That's one way to put it. How about we head up for now? But keep that lightning
All right.
machine.
No, I think it's a good idea. Just containment first,
Yeah.
profit second.
You also know that a is it? Give me 1 second. You do know that a dispel magic or remove curse on the skull will make a flame skull go inert forever.
Mhm. But I wanna keep it alive so I can use its energies, not kill it.
He has some crazy invention that he wants to use the lightning skull to power.
Out of
Basically.
character, this is like an amazing idea.
Yeah. In
Eventually,
character, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna do
I am
that.
absolutely clueless what you were talking about. I am just like brain is off. It is just like he is saying words.
I'm just gonna look at Bastion and be like, Bastion, did you get the item you need?
we haven't left the dungeon since we've encountered the skull, and since Harold can't talk anymore, I can't send a message.
Well, I mean, if there's like 3 of us that are privately
And you want to
moving, then we can
stop there
go
on the
together,
way
get
up?
ourselves to
Why not
RC4 and
stop
just
on the way
try it.
back
Well,
when you actually
yeah,
get the item?
Yeah, me too.
we can stop on the way back since
Because I don't know how you would
yeah.
want to without it.
I, all right,
No,
put that idea
Alright.
on hold,
rather
but
car.
we'll definitely see if we can make that work because it sounds sick as fuck. Um, shall we survival our way out of this dungeon?
Give me a survival roll. So you want to go to the flame skull?
No,
No.
not yet. On the way, we will do it on the way back.
Are there any
Yeah.
more stops that you want to do?
I don't think so.
We didn't want to check the goblins on the way out. We just wanted to leave, right?
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about goblins.
Okay. Uh. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I. You wish.
It takes about. It takes about you guys 4 hours to trek your way back to the well of the yawning portal at the bottom, and just placing it there later. Don't worry. It's pretty lively for a morning.
Nope, I don't have mine either.
By the way, when sunrise rolls around, the jackal disappears, and Frank gets very confused.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you
okay,
haven't
gotcha.
actually had a minion timeout yet.
I'm just gonna nudge Frank and say, maybe you should have Bastion look over that bag. Certainly seems magical.
The place is very lively. Oh yeah, and it takes about an hour, you guys, to all get up.
Oh God. Oh no.
I just went outside to look at the board. I ignored everyone and just didn't say anything either.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh no.
Daniel, very set in his kind of tunnel vision state right now, is gonna go stop. I don't remember the guy's name. Who's the guy that we order food from that's holding the drinks right now?
Bob.
Bob? Bob. Cool. He's
I
gonna
just
stop
realized
by Bob.
I realized that.
Yes, he's still set for Christmas. Ignoring that. Put a little money down on the table. 2 drinks. 2 orders of food. Doesn't care what it is. And just have it brought up to his room. And Daniel, taking Harold's body, is gonna go up to their room.
Frank does a very awkward stare across the room at the horse girl.
At the horse girl.
Where's the horse girl?
I have so many questions right now. Oh. Beside Flameboy.
That's not
So
a
you guys-
horse girl.
It
That's
is.
something.
Yep.
That's
You guys-
Thane's
Fucking
nightmares.
Seder.
Is what that is.
You guys. Give me a moment.
Oh my gosh.
I was honestly more distracted by the fucking. Oh god.
That's
Oh god.
worse to look at. Cool, I'm closing that immediately.
Sabavido!
Let me guess, yeah, it's Mavido. I agree with that. That would only be him.
You guys see about a squad of Wolf of the Crescent Moon. You see this gentleman drinking away.
That's many.
You see a individual in the corner of the room eating some food, talking to a gentleman with a sword on its side.
That's Archangel.
You see a gentleman talking to the horse-looking person.
I am unsure on who that is.
It's Gustave.
Are the angel person's wings like out? Like visibly?
Yes, the wings are visibly out.
Oh. Who is that?
I heard my name. What?
It's Huynh, the human with no name. And that one's actually a mom joke. In that my mom would name a lot of her characters as race with no name. So she's got like Dwin and Gwyn and Hewin.
You see a gentleman with a rifle leaning up against the bar along with its trusted dog, eating some food at the bottom of the bar. And you don't see any new bounties on the board there, Kai.
Alright, well, I'll tell Altan. See if you can grab the cleric and take her up to Harold and Daniel's room.
Gotcha.
And I'll say to Bastion, grab the barrel of the open dwarven ale.
It's also raining outside.
Altan, you went through the wrong door.
What?
Does the boat appear to be in town?
The flying boat?
Yeah.
You don't see. Don't see it.
Is it that I don't see it from where I stand, or is it just not in town?
Give me a perception roll.
Because if I don't see it from where I stand, I'm gonna go take a look straight at the port.
Two places came too, but there's a asshole FC in this fucking game, so I swear. I don't know if you guys like war.
There are no airships in town.
I'm gonna wave down Bob and say, Bob, where's the cleric lady? We need her help.
No one
Or
can
I'm
remember
sorry,
her
but
name.
Hatara is away on business.
shit.
Bob.
There was a temple right next to the yawning portal, right? To the north?
Yes.
Well, I'll mention that to Altan and say there might be some help in the temple to the north, just to the north.
If you're looking for Hatara, but she's on the mainland.
Are there any clerics of equal power on this place? In this place?
As strong as Hatara? No.
What about not quite as strong, but still pretty up there?
There might be, but I'm not too sure.
Maybe you can ask the angel.
Yeah, you know what? Let's stay here for a second.
Bob.
I'm just gonna.
Bob, I have business to tend to on the mainland. Do you know when the ship is coming back?
You guys, your party have been gone for quite some time now, and there's been some development on both of the continents where the majority of the airships are unavailable at this time.
Even if I have important business to tend to in my family? Even if I'm ready to pay the price?
Send a letter.
How? Do you have a pigeon?
We do.
Alright, I'll have them buy a freaking flying boat and have them come here. Thanks. I'm just gonna go ahead and start writing a letter.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the angel person and say,
While hopping over the table.
yeah.
Especially
Around
while hopping
lady
over the table.
under table, just be like, hop, jump into the chair like a freaking dexterous
True,
monkey.
in true monk style.
Yeah. Fucking booty, stop it. I'm gonna look at the lady, lady, man, person, and say, excuse me, I am sorry to interrupt.
What languages do you know?
Let me see. Draconic, Common, Undercommon, Dwarvish, Celestial, Demiloon. Which ones do I need to know?
He is speaking in a language that you do not understand.
Ah, fuck, I speak Celestial. I'm gonna try and speak Celestial. And see if he understands that.
What can I do for you?
Oh. I have a friend who's in grave danger. Literally, in the grave, in danger. I was wondering if you were a healer of sorts? If you could help?
I'm sorry, but I am no healer.
Ah. Well, thanks anyways. I'll just be out of your hair then. Oh, I'm gonna go back to the others. Side angel, no biggie.
Yes, speaking in celestial sounds like you're in a cathedral.
I got pressing issues. I'll freak out over that later. I gotta go back and say, nope, angel person is not a healer.
It was worth a try.
While this is going on, Daniel has laid Harold down in his bed, unwrapped very carefully. Kind of has started tending to his body, kind of like trying to heal him. Subconsciously, he knows it's not going to work, but consciously, it hasn't slipped in yet. So he's kind of taking care of him and just kind of talking to him like, alright, you'll be okay in the morning, buddy. I got you some food, so when you wake up, you'll be good to go. And he's just kind of quietly talking to him as he's doing this.
And this is in your room?
Yes.
He's in denial. Oh no.
All right. Well, I'll direct Bastion to set the barrel right next to Bob. The open cask. Say, Bob, we've got a business proposition for you.
I just gave you a quick side eye about being directed to do this, but then I set it down anyway as I move out towards the blacksmith.
So we found a few casks of this fine dwarven ale. And to prove that it's good, we'd like to offer free drinks to everyone in the bar from this one ale to show you that it's really good.
Okay.
What am I doing that for?
I'm curious why we're rolling that too.
Turns out that Bob isn't really Bob.
I'm not even there and I somehow know Bob isn't Bob? I don't know.
Frank, as you're trying to ask this question, you see... Well, Frank, Richter, and Bastion, as you're trying to do your conversations with folks, you see that the patrons and everything else around you have frozen in time. You see Kai Venom and Altan frozen in time. And everything else around you has gone...
Frozen in time?
Frozen in time, essentially. Daniel, you don't necessarily notice this, but you do know that you have been hearing rain hit the roof of the
It's
tavern.
raining, I don't notice. I am taking care of my brother.
Okay.
There could be a tornado outside. I do not care.
Alright, I look around for whatever's causing this.
Bastion, you're out back trying to talk to Hardrick, but he's like, you see him hammering on an anvil, and he's just stopped in mid-motion.
It's freaked me out. I don't see what it is.
I'm just washing off the blood. All nice and neat. Taking care of him like I normally would.
Both of the doors of the tavern open wide open, and a quick entrance, essentially. You see a woman walk in. She's wearing a black dress. She has purple hair. And you see her holding a book. Tears coming down her cheeks.
Oh.
As you're frozen, can't say anything.
Stop it! No reacting from the time stop person.
Aww.
She walks past you, Richter, without even giving a notion of who you are. She walks past Frank to the stairs.
I follow her up.
As she's walking up the stairs, she stops right in front of Daniel's room.
And Harold's. He's still alive. Stop it.
And Harold's room.
He's not dead. He's just mostly dead.
He'll be okay.
I guess who this is.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good guess.
It's a very good guess.
Oh, wow.
She knocks on the door.
Sorry, people.
I'll be right back, buddy. I gotta go get the door. Go to the door, open it.
You see a woman standing there holding a recognizable book with tears running down her cheeks.
Oh, no way. Same.
You have a book too?
No, the tears.
Mm.
Oh.
She doesn't say anything, but looks to the bed and sees your work of cleaning.
There's food off on the table with drink, bucket of water, rag.
Where is Harold?
He's on his bed. He's
Okay.
Well, so on the bed, pile like the bandages that he was wrapped up in. I kind of opened them so that way they're on top of the bed, then he's on top of them, just to keep everything nice and neat.
Just stand at the doorway and kind of peek in.
Bastion and Richter, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna
Following?
I'm gonna be following the only moving person in the bar. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be up there in the room.
Would it be a fair statement to say I understand who this is standing in front of me?
Yes. She's
Okay.
also very tall a lot taller than everyone in your party.
How tall is very tall?
Six.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
she's still shorter than me.
A little taller
Correction,
than
He's
she
gonna
is
flex
taller
that-
than
the height.
Bastion.
Well, I just had to make sure we're all accurate here. She's not the giant walking into the room.
Make her 7'1" just to be taller than him.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Oh, Vervail. Oh, nice to meet you. Harold's just here. Come in. So Daniel's gonna lead her in, and in his state of delirium.
She follows your lead. She kneels down to the bedside of Harold and cusps his hand.
What
Kinda-
happened?
kinda-
Your father sent bounty hunters, and we weren't strong enough to fight them off.
I had a bad feeling, and I wasn't strong enough to keep him safe. But he'll be better. He'll heal up.
How do you know if it, how do you know it was my father?
Harold said it. They were wearing the markings of your father.
As more to oh, I was on.
As more as more tears just the waterworks, more fall down.
I knew this is too dangerous for him. I knew he was too cocky. I wish I could say he was becoming a great soon-to-be dad, but I'd be lying because he is not here.
Oh, he was getting.
Shut up, baby.
And Vermeil breaks the fourth wall.
No. Did he leave anything?
Yes, but he left you a letter, but we didn't
Didn't
know how
I
to-
have the letter?
we sent it with Bertrand into the Feywild for her because we didn't know how to get in touch with her. Did Bertrand find you?
Realizing that I had the letter, I wouldn't have given it.
Yeah. Daniel would have not given up that letter.
No? Okay.
I thought you gave him a standard letter.
Okay. I'll just say we wrote a letter to Vermeil asking for help. So you can give her the letter.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reach in. Where would I keep? Probably underneath my breastplate, pull it out, and hand it to her. Where it's been, like, pressed.
She takes your letter, tears falling onto the letter, and she opens it up and starts reading.
Hey there, sweet cheek. If you're reading this, I'm sorry, but I didn't live up to your expectations. I didn't succeed in changing your father's mind, and I'm not here anymore. I hope you know that I love you, and I will continue loving you in whatever lies beyond. You mean so much to me. I spent 4 years on the Minnows Fortune ignoring the grief of losing my parents. You helped me to realize that there was more to life than sailing away from my problem. You gave me a reason to want more for myself, so that I could be worthy of you. So I began traveling with my friends and comrades in the Wurst Experts. Then you gave me the news that I would have 2 beautiful reasons to grow up and be more responsible. A gift that for the first time had me thinking about a future where I could settle down and allow myself to be happy. I want you to know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't work my goofy charm on your father and earn his approval. I'm sorry I didn't grow up quickly enough and didn't take this whole bounty thing seriously. I'm sorry that we won't get to visit that bakery in Port Damali and have those cinnamon rolls again. But most of all, I'm sorry that I won't be there to help you raise our children. It is my biggest regret in life that I, like my father, won't be able to raise my kids. I hate to think of the strain and the heartbreak it will put on you. Since I won't be around anymore, I hope you will keep an eye on my friends, check in on them from time to time, and if you get the chance, make sure to introduce the children to their godfather, Daniel. He was like a big brother to me and protected me the best he could. I have written my friends a letter and instructed them to see that you receive my remains so I can be buried near you and the children in the Feywilds. This way I'll always be close to you. Forever yours, Harold Alton.
You guys see an aura of flame just burst around her as tears are just pouring down.
Is this flame hot? Because I'm assuming I'm standing like next to her, next to the bed.
I'm assuming that's what the dex check is for.
Ah, yes, so the fire is hot.
As it gets brighter and brighter, as it gets brighter and brighter, and excruciating hot.
As a reaction, can I grab the bucket of water I was using to like wipe down Harold and splash her with it out of just fright and concern of like, no, you're gonna burn him!
Sure. But it doesn't, it evaporates immediately as you toss the bucket. Those who had passed get half damage. As she gets angrier and more emotional, a pillar of fire shoots upward, hitting the ceiling, punching a hole in the magical tavern of the Yawning Portal. Richter, you take 27 points of fire damage. And whatever half is that?
13.
13 points of fire damage to Daniel, Frank, and Bastion.
It didn't hit Harold, did it?
Nope. He is
Okay.
unscathed. Not affected.
checking bed, checking Harold, making sure he's still good.
The bed is gone.
So then his body just goes blop.
No. He is magically lifted into the air into...
Okay, he's levitating. Got it.
Yes. He is magically lifted into the air in Vermeil's arms. As the aura intensifies, they disappear. And everything is back to normal.
With a hole in the roof?
Hole is still there.
In the roof?
Yep.
So now it's raining.
It is raining inside your room.
Danielson and just set the bucket down underneath the hole.
So who wants to tell Bob that we punched a hole in his roof?
I'm
didn't
gonna
punch a hole in the
pull
roof.
out my money pouch and just start reaching, handing it over to whoever's gonna grab it to go down there. Pile of ash of what was the bed. Harold's gone. Hey, I finally met Vermeil, who I was very curious about meeting, but that didn't go as I wanted it to. Huh. Well,
Your room is fucked up.
you don't say.
Alright, I'll head back downstairs.
I guess I'm gonna go walk downstairs and go talk to Bob.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back down the stairs and head back outside, carefully sidestepping Bob and leaving him to someone else.
Meanwhile, Alton's at the bar like, oh hey,
What
where'd you
was
guys
that
go?
crash I just heard?
Daniel's just gonna sit down. So, I was taking care of my friend. Harold might remember him. He was hurt. And then his wife showed up. And she got mad. And I do need to apologize. I now owe you a bed and a roof, ceiling. She got really mad. Really mad. Pillars of fire level mad. And yes, they did leave before, yeah. Sorry.
Varian has been in accident room 2B. Needs repairing.
What? Again?
Does this happen often?
We didn't
You,
have
What
it
you
last time,
see
did
the
we?
proprietor gather some wood from the back. And grudgingly go upstairs.
Alright, and I'll go back up to Bob and I'll say, well,
You guys alright? You look a little singed. Especially the dark one. Buying it, Richter.
She got really mad.
holy fire mad.
Pillar of fire smite someone mad.
I've heard of fiery tempers, but this is ridiculous.
He didn't get out of the way fast enough.
There's a shadow permanently postered on Daniel's wall of Richter.
Um,
I have to ask, what pose is it doing?
Do I need to pay you anything, Bob?
No, there's been gold left, surprisingly right here already.
Convenient gold? Okay, cool.
Can I get you guys some drinks? Looks like you guys need it.
Well, we were just going to offer everyone in
And
here
some tea
drinks.
for the dark and gloomy.
Dark and gloomy doesn't need tea, just water.
I'll take the tea.
Well, Bob, we found this dwarven ale in the Undermountain. We'd like to offer it to everyone in the bar. And the cask is sitting, the open cask is sitting right next to him. Round for everyone here.
Hey, Garjo, come out here and test this out for us.
What do you guys want?
Well, we found this dwarven ale in the Undermountain, and it's really good. We like it. We'd like to sell it to you. We've got more of it.
He picks up a tankard and dunks it in,
Careful,
takes
careful.
a
It's
sip,
really strong.
chugs it. Holy shit.
You like it, right?
He's just holding his glass there in a daze, and he's glazed over. Bob walks him back into the kitchen, sits him at a chair, and he's out.
Oh.
So it's very strong. There's a lot of it. It tastes great. Like we said, we'd like to buy a round for the bar. Get everyone's appetite whetted. With this.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
And then we'd like to sell you the rest of it.
Do you have more?
We do have more, but the problem is it's, as you can see, it's very heavy and we're not that strong. So we'd like to sell you the location in the Undermountain of where it is. Path is clear, although there might be some danger.
For dealings like of such, you would have to talk to Lamora.
Sure. We'd gladly talk to Lamora. We can wait.
She's at the front desk.
Daniel would like to order whatever tea Bob was suggesting for dark and gloomy.
All right, I'll sneak around the corner and wave
He
to
hands
Lamora.
you a tea that can be found here at the Shattered Teeth. It's green tea.
Ooh, matcha.
How much?
5 copper.
Okay. I'm gonna take 2.
1 silver.
I have a lot of copper, so I'm giving you 10 copper.
So I'll come around the corner, see if I can. This is Lamora, right up here.
Yes.
I'll try and wave and see if I can get her attention, and bring her over. And if not, I'll just go get her.
She's busy in her books.
All right, I'll go get her. I say, Lamora, we found some great dwarven ale, and we'd like to sell it to you.
So you have found some ale, I
Some
believe.
famous dwarven ale. It's been magically sealed.
And what is this ale?
We have some over by Bob. We've been handing it out around the bar for everyone, so they can taste it, see how good it is.
She looks around the room, seeing people cheering and toasting, and she sees half the room asleep.
Whoops. Well, it's good stuff. Maybe we shouldn't have handed out so much of it, but it is really good. You can try it. Bob has some. Bob has the cask down by him.
Bob wanders over with a tiny teacup and hands it over to her, and she sips it.
What is it that you're looking for? What are we talking about?
Well,
What are you looking at? Price.
Well, we found a lot more casks, but it's too much for us to carry it up, especially since we've got our missions down in the Undermountain. So we'd like to sell you the location, and basically you would bring it up. The path is clear, but it might be a little bit dangerous. And you bring it up, and it would be yours, and then you just pay us a cut of each barrel, or pay us a flat fee from the top right now. We can.
The path from the dungeon is never safe. No matter how many times adventurers clear out a path, there's always seem to be more creatures wanting about.
And that will be taken into account for the price of the barrel. I mean, if you look at this cask, how much money do you think you can make selling it here? Selling it drink by drink. I think, and I'm not a restaurateur, so you would know better, but I think, where did I write it down? You could probably get 400 gold pieces of drinks out of each barrel, each cask. I mean, we wouldn't hand it out in pints, but half of a pint would be good for a lot of people, and that'd be worth a gold piece each, maybe more.
Plus, it's rare. I'm gonna join you.
Yeah, this is
From behind the
vintage.
shoulder. Thousands of years old.
Yep. Magically protected casks. So they don't go bad until you start opening them.
What do you say?
It's an intriguing proposition. I will have to talk to the owner.
Okay. Well, we're coming up for a few days of rest. And like I said, we'll sell you the location of the barrels. We can talk flat fee, cut of each one.
Yeah, so price negotiable, but there is more. And if you need a proof of concept that the ale is
You're not
preserved.
there, you're outside.
Oh yeah.
And then you can have the rest of this barrel that's opened. Like I said, we have more barrels on us. They're magically sealed. And then you can have the rest of this barrel as a gift.
What is your going charge now?
Well, like I said, I think...
Give me a flat rate.
He
Look
sits
at
down
Frank.
and writes on a piece of paper, or starts calculating.
We have about 210 barrels.
Don't say.
So I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Okay.
soft.
Call it 50,000 gold.
Too expensive.
I know that's expensive. So, what do you think? If you have to get the owner, that's fine. Like I said, we'll be here for a few days.
Did you
I
say
will let you guys know.
50,000?
Yes, 50,000 gold. And we might not. We might be interested in, like I said, it's probably not going to come up all at once, and it's probably take a little bit to get it up. We might be interested in taking a cut of each one as you sell it, rather than a flat fee off the top.
We will buy the map of how to get to the barrels, but you will not get a cut of our pricing
Okay.
and sales.
Just tell us the price.
Roll me a persuasion.
Can I do it with advantage since Altan's helping me?
Sure.
$11.
If only we had the charismatic finger guns.
I try and channel my best Herald.
I'll give you
Yeah, look-
5,000 gold for the map.
Let me think about it. Like I said, we're here for a few more days.
Out of character, the other high charisma person would be Daniel.
Yeah, but you're on Mopey right now. You're
That's
not that
true.
charismatic.
Yeah, and it would have been at
We
a
need to
disadvantage.
discuss this with our associates, and we'll get back to you. How about tomorrow?
Look, he also doesn't know anything about these barrels other than, hey, there was a barrel here last night.
But let me, out of character, let me write this down before I forget. You said 5,000?
5,000.
Okay, like I said, we'll discuss it with our friends. And we'll
5,000 for the map, and if you decide to drink from our new barrels, you would drink free from that brand.
5,000 free drinks from the sale. All right, thank you. Like I said, we'll think about it.
Bastion, what are you doing?
I'm going to be outside talking to Hardek about making that special container.
Out of character, what is this special container?
It's gonna be a little bit about the size of a bowling ball, maybe a little bit bigger, and it's going to open up in half so that I can shove in the lightning skull inside of it and close it so that it can't get out. And I'm going to siphon its electrical power into whatever thingamajig I happen to make. I'm basically going to use it as a permanent battery, is the goal here.
Okay.
So, Tony Stark has his arc reactor. I have a floaty skull I shoved in a ball.
So are we talking about Mystery Man bowling ball, essentially? Did I just name drop an old movie and you don't know?
That specific one I don't know.
Oh no. great movie.
I'm feeling so angry.
I recommend you youngsters watch that movie.
What's it called? Mystery Man?
Mystery
Or-
Men.
Mystery Man. Okay. Yeah,
You
I'll
too,
definitely look it up.
Altan.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head.
I know. I hear it. Um,
And it's gonna need like a permanent silence spell on the inside of it.
permanent silence spell.
hmm Yeah, I just need the electrical power. I don't want the lightning skull doing whatever spells it feels like at the moment. Either a silent spell or some sort of absorption effect. Like even if it does cast spells, they just get siphoned into more power.
Okay.
I'm not sure which version would be cheaper to do.
Um, you know what I asked for with your inventions there, Bastion?
Yes,
You're gonna
yes.
have to draw up the design and give it to me.
hmm
And figure it out. Because if you can make it and seem plausible that it would work, sure, we could swing it. But Hardrick would have no fucking clue of what the hell you're talking about.
hmm No, I figured it was gonna have to be like a good blueprint and a good bit of work.
You're talking about high fantasy, yes, there's gunpowder, but bringing in an electrical battery into the world? There might be mad scientists, but I don't know.
I think this is
Well,
a phenomenal
I'm
idea.
bringing it back in from
I
the
think it's
old
a
world.
phenomenal idea too, but I I I need some
Yeah, my reasoning is that
plans.
I'm bringing it back in from the old world because I'm going to be spinning it off as a Aeorian, like design or something. Because that Aeor was so magically and technologically advanced that I don't think a battery would be that crazy to have come up with.
Who knows? But
This sounds like a conversation for later.
yep,
Out of.
character.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I've got going on. Is after I would have talked to him, I would have come back inside.
He would look very confused. And State, if you could draw up plans to show me what the hell I'm looking at,
hmm
we might be able to make it
Yeah,
work.
yeah. No, I plan on getting it drawn up, and then I'll put it in Discord sometime this week.
All right, I'll get some food and head down to Kai Venom's stable.
Kai Venom's stable?
Table.
He said table.
Yeah,
I
Kai
heard
Venom's table.
for some odd
He
reason
has
I heard
Wurst's on the
stable.
brain.
That horse is freaking me out, man.
It's not a horse, it's a doe.
It's a Mavido.
Is it a deer?
What?
It looked like a horse.
It's a female
Is
deer.
Was that a deer?
It's Mavido.
Oh.
Space doe. Mavido.
No,
Take
that's a
that out,
horse.
screen.
That's a
Take
horse.
that out.
And that's horrendous.
How do you think I felt when he showed it to me?
You're the
Is
one
it-
that said yes,
Mavido?
so
And
we can
that
blame
outfit.
you.
And that outfit makes it worse.
God.
Green on purple and with that. Question. As everybody else is walking back to the table, I'm just gonna loiter a little bit at the corner and try and listen in at the group of soldiers that have gathered. Just kind of see what the vibe is. Yeah. What's up with that?
They are speaking in Demiloon. Give me a perception roll.
Come on, man. Why is it all so shit? Yeah, that's 11. That's all I got.
You're catching recipes. You're catching about war stories. You're catching family talk. Nothing too big.
During this time of the week. It's kind of weird that it's so crowded, though.
Not high enough of a roll.
So I went to see Bob and I handed him the letter and I said, send us to the Jagantoth family. And my brother's name is written on it. They'll know who to give it to. How much?
Okay, give me a moment. Bob does say
Mama.
Give all your inquiries to Gloria.
Thanks. Which one is it? Her again?
the front desk lady.
The one that I'm at, right? Yeah, okay, good. I repeat the same thing to her. Hey.
Where do you need this letter to be sent?
The Jagantoth family in Shady Creek.
Okay.
They'll know who to give it to.
Okay. That will be 10 gold.
Okay. I give her the 10 gold. Give her the letter. And then I just leave. I just go back here.
Richter, what are you doing?
Just chilling. Till everyone else has an idea what they want to do.
He's brooding.
Yeah.
Corner.
He's
Daniel
brooding.
has a 1,000-yard stare and is just drinking tea.
I'm gonna nudge Kai Venom a little bit and be like, I'm not the only one who sees that angel, right?
What angel?
The one in the corner table with the guy with the fancy hat.
Do I see the angel from here?
With the
Yeah.
full-out
Say
wings.
no. Say no.
Well, hold on. I'm in the midst of reading your letter, and no, you don't actually.
see anything.
What?
Did you drink too much?
Alton's
drink a
going
sip?
crazy.
That's rich coming from you, Daniel.
Words of
I know what I am.
How many of us can actually see it?
Roll perception
I
check.
look back. Is it gone?
Just to see if I would notice, because I'm curious. That's a nice wall in front of me.
Nobody sees anything. What she's referring to.
What the fuck?
She is crazy!
No, they were right there. Remember I asked to go talk to this person who I thought was a healer?
So you're racial profiling that everyone who has wings is a healer?
She has wings. They must have some healing ability. Maybe
I
they
have a
know
healing
someone.
ability, but I don't have wings.
It's not mutually exclusive. That's
You
why
don't
I
have to
asked.
have
I didn't
wings, but
assume.
lay on hands.
Well, I have wings and I can heal, so. Fuck it, I'm gonna go there and ask the guy what happened to that angel person.
I'm looking around. Is there anyone that I personally recognize?
Give me a perception check.
Another one? Sure.
Well, you were looking for an angel.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh.
Nope. You don't see anyone that you recognize.
I went to 20 before going to 2.
Okay, now I'm slightly terrified. I am going insane. I'd like to approach this guy with the fancy, I don't know what the hat is called, but does it look like he has any symbols or identifiable markings?
Nope.
Oh. Sorry, excuse me. Hold on. I asked the guy, sorry, were you with someone just now, or did I imagine that?
I'm sorry, you must imagine it.
Insight check. I know I'm not crazy.
That's what the
I
crazy
am.
people think.
That's a 12.
You believe him?
I must be going insane. Sorry. Well, I need to go see a cleric.
Well, there aren't any clerics anymore.
We're fresh out.
Shit. Fuck.
So, with Alton was there, I offered to sell the location of the Dwarven Ale, and they only offered to buy it for 5,000. I think we can get them up a little bit higher than that, but not too much higher. Do we just do it and run, or hold out for more, or do something different? What do you guys think?
The more money we can get, the better.
But I mean, like, should we sit on it? Should we do something special with it? Or should we just get our money now and go with it? Get any money we can now and go with it.
I'd like to keep a couple barrels. I plan on keeping the unopened one and then maybe another one or something when they can get down there. Because I think it'd be interesting to try to find somebody to make more of it.
How many barrels did we have total?
210 down there.
We brought up 2 of them.
We brought 2. One of them is open, which has already been given to the bar, and then I have a unopened one.
Well, as long as you're carrying it, and they're 400 pounds each, you can have it. But I think the moment we sell it to them, they're not going to want you taking any more. We might get in trouble if we take it. So, that's just something to consider.
Have you told them how many there are?
No.
They won't care if I get one more.
Well, if they get down there before we get back down there, and then we show up to take one, they might care.
So it sounds like you should hold on to it for the time being.
Yeah, like I didn't say you had another one. You've got yours. You can keep it. But remember, it's heavy, and you'd be carrying it around.
I pat my bag of holding. This makes it weigh nothing, and I can make another bag.
Well, you would know best. But, so that's a consideration. We could try and get a higher cut from each one they find and sell, but I think we'll be up here for a few days, and then we can head back down. But those are just the options as I see it. Unless anyone else has any ideas.
How many barrels would we keep?
5? I'm not sure an exact number, but a couple at least.
If you want to keep them, depending on how long it is for you to find something, you're gonna need to find a refrigerated storage.
They weren't in a refrigerator. They have a magic on the barrel that preserves it.
It was cold in there, okay?
It's okay.
I don't know anything about magic.
Daniel and Frank, Kai, your passive perceptions would overhear this.
Here are your Deadpool winnings, sir. Peace, and thank you. Have a good day.
Deadpool winning.
Who said that to who?
That was Lamora talking to somebody else.
That was Lamora talking to the guy at the bar.
I'm gonna tap on his shoulder.
He doesn't turn around, but can I help you?
Who did you win? Who did you bid against? Did you bid against us? Did you bid that one of us would die? I'm like visibly getting angry.
Why does it concern you?
It's disrespectful for the dead.
It's a Deadpool. It's a friendly betting attribute here.
Wouldn't you be able to look up at the board and see, like, you know, if someone's been marked off, so that way they'd be able to claim their bet?
Yep.
Do with this
I'm going-
information as you please.
I'm I'm heading over to like try and calm Kai Venom down or join her in the fight that's about to break out. Do I see that there's a board or something behind?
Yeah. You see Harold's name crossed out with 50K as the bet.
Does the guy look like he's receiving 50,000?
You don't know.
I'm gonna let go of Kai Venom and say, I think your assumption might be right. Point it out to her.
I'm just gonna turn him around and I'm gonna just freaking strike him in the face. With obviously not a dagger, but just like a
You
good
could
old...
pummel
A
strike him.
really, really, really strong punch.
I'm gonna still try, okay? Shush.
Richard was getting up
Altan.
to remind everyone that there's no attacking in the tavern, but seeing that you're gonna go hit him anyways, you're just gonna slink off into the corner.
Daniel is really enjoying this cup of tea, thinking about Harold and how much he would love that beer right now that we got.
Momo.
Do your attack. You need to target him first.
I did target him.
I don't see the... Okay.
Yeah, it is on him. I didn't get the damage anyway, so... Momo.
You don't hit.
Of course I don't.
As your punch... As you make your swing, he just moves to the side and you hit the bar behind him.
I'm just gonna, I guess, grab him by the collar and tell him, meet me outside, we're gonna...
Altan, because you're right there, make a perception check, please.
Okay. Please.
You see an object pointing directly upward into Altan's jaw.
Did you just aim a fucking gun at me?
No, not Altan. Sorry, Kai Venom's jaw.
I'm gonna put a hand on Kai's shoulder, pull it back, lean into the man. Does he have any visible symbols or anything identifiable on him? Is he a member of a guild or something?
He's a member of the Bounty Brokers Association.
Okay.
That you recognize.
I'm gonna pull her back out of the way of the gun and say,
Could
I have your name?
As you look back into this conversation, you noticed from that perception check prior is that he had the gun out the entire time pointing at her, and when he turned him around, her angry punch, he already had the gun up to her jaw.
Threatening little fucker. Okay. Can I know your name, good sir? Ignore my friend, she's a little drunk.
Drunk? You call that drunk? This guy batted against Harold!
I'm gonna pat her on the back, like, and look at her like, go with what I'm saying.
Throughout this whole scene, you see all the soldiers in the back room stand up.
Oh dear, looks like we ruffled some feathers. My apologies. She's a little frustrated. Friend just died. I'm sure you can understand.
he's just giving you a stern look. You better get your friend off of me, or she's gonna lose her head.
No, of course. Right this way. I'm gonna pull Kylie and whisper under my breath. Not here. Not now. Later.
I'm gonna try and resist a bit.
Okay, give me acrobatics or athletics roll. Whichever you decide.
I'm not gonna force her. I was gently guiding her. So if you want to break out, you can break out.
I'm just gonna go outside. I break out and then just leave.
I'm gonna beeline it to Bob and say, "Who the fuck is that guy on the bar?" I need names, please.
It's Steve.
I'm sorry, but I can't give out that information. If he did not give you his name, he doesn't have to.
Bob, you're breaking my heart.
I'm gonna grab 3 mugs of our dwarven ale, and I'm gonna take him over to these guys. Set it down. But really, I'm just trying to keep an eye on Kai Venom out the window.
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh, you just left?
Yeah.
I'm not chasing you.
Oh, my character just went off and she's gonna sleep off somewhere.
In the alleyway? In the
Nah.
rain?
No, Bob.
No, she doesn't care if it's raining or not, remember?
Sure.
You're still Bob.
I am still Bob. Okay.
In the rain, in the alley.
Yep. Wherever. I'm still half snake, so.
I'm gonna lean into
While
it.
you're walking outside at the stables, you see creatures. Shit, where'd it go?
Are you trying to force me back into the inn?
No. As you're walking out, you see a couple owlbears and give me a nature check.
Nature? Oof.
Yeah, you've never seen one of these creatures before.
Can I see what it looks like?
I'll whisper it to you.
Please do.
You see, with the same markings as the heraldry of the gentleman that you just confronted, on their collars, essentially, 2 owlbears and a triceratops.
Interesting. Okay.
That's it.
Bounty guild, so I assume that he knew what was being sent after him and just assumed that they'd take him. So, is there anything necessarily wrong with him making a bet and winning?
Who makes a
Insider
bet
trade.
50,000?
Wait, I don't think they have rules against that.
Think I shoot.
What were you discussing? Because I took the one who was recording, probably,
Yeah.
to the other room.
Nothing of importance.
You actually got most of it right when you came back in, so.
Well, I'll set the drinks down at the table and say, Here's in celebration of old friends like Harold and to new friends and to a successful first day of hunting season. And I'll clink the glasses together with them if they're willing.
What languages do you know?
Common, Abyssal, Deep Speech, and Zemnian.
Okay. The horse girl is speaking Zemnian, and she accepts your toast to new beginnings.
All right. Is it a horse girl or is it a doe?
It's a doe.
Okay.
It's a,
Sure.
I actually looked up the head on Hero Forge and it's an elk.
We're all wrong.
And then I'll lean up to the window and I'll look out for Kai Venom.
she's gone.
As,
But you do see the stable of interesting creatures in it.
you really robbed that stable. But I was gonna say I'm gonna be trying to track down Kai Venom, seeing her charge out the door.
Well, if I don't see Kai Venom, I'm just gonna kind of panic a little bit, head back to our table.
You're gonna try to track her?
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and look for her.
Give me a investigation. You find Kai Venom. Roll me a stealth check.
I mean, if you want to be stealthy or if you're just like outside.
It takes about a while, but you eventually find her.
Okay.
In a dark alley.
Are you like trying to bed down, or are you just like, where are you up to, Kai? Like, how do I find you?
Just sitting in a corner playing with my daggers. Looking murderously at them.
I'm just gonna come over and sit next to you, and Buckbeak will go to your other side and just kind of do a little spin and then lay down. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to just be here with you for a little while and not say much.
Let's find a way to kill those motherfuckers.
That's already been my plan.
I'm tracking them down. Or trying to track them down as we speak.
That sounds good. I don't have any connections that I can use. If any information you find, I will definitely be there right with you.
Okay. I'm still gonna sit out here for a while until that asshole that betted on Harold's death either dies from drinking too much or leaves.
I'm gonna sit out here till he dies.
Yeah.
Until he dies or leaves? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dies from drinking too much or leaves.
That's alright. I'll be out here.
The bounty hunter eyeing me up, and I haven't put on any disguises, by the way.
No, he turned back around facing the bar.
Is dog eyeing me up?
Nope.
I'll go ahead and have Buckbeak spread out his wings over you, so it's not raining directly on top of you.
Okay.
And
ting,
then,
ting,
yeah.
ting, 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 ting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see feathers, but weirdly they make noise.
I'll relay to the table. I think Kai Venom's really pissed. She just left. I think Bastion went after her.
I'm angry as well, but getting kicked out of this place will do us no favors. And I thought Bob would be friendlier about giving out some information. At least I want to find out his name.
I can barely hear you.
Oh,
I mean, to Bob, we're just another group.
do we know anybody here who could have heard or knows information? It's friendly to us.
Well, we still got the booze. It's really strong. You can hand it out to someone else, see what they say. If you can find your angel again.
Laugh it up, Daniel.
Mine was intentional. Yours wasn't, which makes it better.
So, do we need supplies, or how long are we gonna hang out up here before we head back in?
Well, I kind of want to find out what happened with the world that stopped all air transportation.
What
Huh?
happened?
Go find out.
Maybe Bob will talk about that. Hey, Bob. You feeling chatty?
I push Richter to follow Altan.
What's up with the world, Bob? Tell us. Since you won't tell us other things, I thought we were friends.
It's been about a month since you guys left.
And in that month, what happened with the airships?
There seems to be some sort of conflict happening between both continents.
Both continents? Aren't there, like, 5?
Sorry. Let me rephrase that. A war has broken out. Of the parties, I do not know. We are kind of kept in a need to know basis, and considering the iron portal is on neutral ground, we kind of stay out of it.
Do we know who it's between?
Nope.
Do you know which continents?
Wild now.
So it's just on Wildmount, or it's between Wildmount and, like...
Just at the moment on Wild now.
And that shut down air travel on a global scale.
Yes. Considering Port Damali is on Wild now at the moment. and most of our resources come from Port Tamale.
Well, this is why you diversify trade routes. Okay, so pretty much when it comes to transportation, we're boned.
For the moment, yes. It
Okay.
is
Group.
It is now midnight for the East Coasters or time travelers. So we will pick this up next week. And hopefully Kai Venom will cool off while sleeping in the rain. And will Frank be able to bargain with the tavern keeper? Who knows? Tune in next week. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a good night. Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good
Have a good
one.
night.